Well,
No problem. I'm still going to show you at a later class, so that's fine.
okay.
Let me just bump all this back if I need them. Everything in Photoshop is layers. This is where people go crazy. Thinking about how you're going to go through, how you don't get lost in the layers. So today, let's do, what do we do? Yeah, let's start with this one. I hope you have your downloaded files with you. So let's start with this coffee mug.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do something interesting with the coffee mug. Do you see that? You don't, right? Because I didn't share that screen.
No,
it's fine. I just
see.
So let's drag this. Wait, do you see the coffee mug I'm talking about?
Yeah, was it the you know, we had different coffee mugs that day.
So I'm just going to show you this one. This one here.
The one with the white background.
Yeah, so we're going to drag this one into Photoshop. I hope you watch the video on pen tool.
Yeah, I did.
Awesome, good.
Pen tool. Yeah, I did.
Did you even try to use it? I kind of explained the theory and the tricks behind this, so it's easier when you think about how you're using it. Okay, so we're gonna use pen tool today. So let's drag this coffee mug into, first of all, let's create a file. Are you back to Photoshop? Okay, let me take you back to Photoshop. Okay, so let's create a file. This one is, I don't know why it's showing up this way, but just for learning sake, this is the way Photoshop used to show that file creates dialog. This was the old way. So we're going to select international paper. You know what? Let me go and use what you're familiar with. File, new. Okay. Are you with me? Hello? 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 I can't hear you. Okay. Oh, you're out. Have you done that?
No, sorry.
Just go to the layer, right click, and select convert to smart object.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so like we do, let's move into the smart object. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So because we have this shadow and we don't want that, we want to make our own shadow when we want it. Okay, so we're going to need to take just this cup. There are a few ways we can do that. One way is to use the pen tool to trace this out, but I want to try simpler, hopefully something that will reduce the number of steps we need to take. Here, do you see my mouse?
No, it's
Oh, hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Do you see my mouse?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay,
Lasso something.
so we need to come here to this selection tools and select the elliptical marquee. Elliptical marquee, that one.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So you need to come to somewhere around the edge of the cup, hold shift, left click and drag. We just want to get the size of the cup, right? Like so.
Okay.
Hold shift and drag. It's not perfect, but we're going to make it perfect just now.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah.
So without doing anything else, press Ctrl T. Hopefully that works. Did it work?
Control T. I don't see any. Yeah, I just put it.
Yeah, it didn't quite work for me too. Normally, let me see. Maybe this is why it didn't work. Let me just test something now. We're going to do this eventually, so we might as well do it now. Let's right click on the layer and rasterize.
Okay.
So let's try that shift thing again. And let's Ctrl T. Hopefully, yeah, it works now. So let's just go through the step. Right click on your layer, rasterize. It's rasterized already. That's why I couldn't do it again. Then select the elliptical marquee tool and just come to this edge and drag. Just hold shift while you're doing that, so it's perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Now let go of your mouse.
Okay.
Do you still have a perfect ring? Do you have that selection? This thing is called a selection. Do you have that selection?
Yes, I do.
Now Ctrl T. So essentially what I want to do is drag. Hold on. I think I'm messing that up. Yeah, I forgot what happens. You know what? I don't think this way is gonna work. So let's just go. Let's go the normal route. Welcome to Pen tool. Press P on your keyboard.
Okay.
So that gives you the pen tool. When you use the pen tool, you want to zoom into your object a little more so you can get this edges right. Okay. So what we're gonna do is Ctrl plus to zoom in like so, and then you can press H on your keyboard just to move things around. But basically what you're doing is panning anyway. You're not really moving the layer. You're simply panning the layer. Okay, so press H. That gives you the hand tool. This is called the hand tool. It's right here. So if in case you don't remember H, it's right there. So that helps you to move, pan things around. So now go back to your pen tool again. Press P. This is it. Pen tool right here. So we want to trace anti-clockwise. So let's select this edge. Now, like I explained in the video, don't select your pen tool at the very edge. Move in just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna click and then you move your mouse. Did you activate this rubber band? I did explain how to do that in the video. Did you do that?
Yes.
Awesome, good. So we're just gonna click around this edge again where we think we see it. Now, without lifting your mouse, like I've explained, without lifting your mouse, you know, we're trying to make a curve that goes up, right? So what do? Our mouse has to come down this way, right? If we're trying to make a curve that goes down, our mouse has to go up.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. So now we're trying to make a curve that goes up. Our mouse is coming down and we're going wide so we can get that curvature, that wide curvature we have there.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we can easily just do a click here because we already have that curve with the rubber band waiting for us. And I think I like the curve I'm seeing there. So just select without doing anything else. Did you do that?
No.
Do you want me to go back and try it again?
Can you try it again, please?
Okay, do you have it up to this part?
Yes.
Then all you have to do is just keep moving your mouse without selecting anything. See if you can get a curve without actually, clicking or doing anything. So I think I have a curve at this edge. See, I'm not doing anything. I'm just moving my mouse to that edge. You get, I get that natural curve there. Now I'm just going to click, and normally I was supposed to click and hold my left click and then drag, but I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to click. Now I have this hack, sort of.
Okay.
So do you have that?
Sort of.
Okay. Try and get it, because we need the crop to be perfect. Now we're gonna do what we did before, not just dropping this time around, but we're gonna click and what? Drag. We are trying to make a curve that goes this way, right? That curves in with the bow to the left. So we need to move our mouse to the right to get a curve that has its bow to the left. So to get the bow to the left, we click without lifting our mouse. We simply move our mouse towards the right and then down, right and down, right and down. That's what you continue to do until you get the kind of curvature you're looking for. So right and down, right and down. Do you have that? Do you have that? So because we have that curve there, we can do what we did before. This is not always applicable, but we're lucky this time around it is. So let's just do it. So again, we're going to click that. It's the pen tool, so it's okay if you don't get it at a go. Again, I'm going to click and just, because I need a curve that goes downward and right, I'm going to need to move my mouse upward and kind of right too, but in a sense, I also probably upward and left. I'm just going to continue this because being the pen tool, I shouldn't expect you to be perfect at the first time. And listen, this is an online class video. I mean, this is an online class. I'm not seeing what you're doing. So let me just move on and finish it. And then hopefully I can guide you through. You just tell me what you're looking at and then I'll guide you. Where are you at? Where are you at? Hello? 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 I hope I'm recording this because this is important. Whoa. Why are you still in the waiting room? Hello? Hello?
Sorry.
Yeah,
No,
where are you at?
School has resumed, so they can just keep calling. I'm
get-
still trying to get the curve. I'm trying to get the curve with the
Okay, I'm gonna
pencil.
finish my curve and then I'm gonna guide you through yours.
Let me just
Okay?
watch you. All right. Okay.
So just watch me without doing anything per se. Okay?
Okay.
So right here, to get the handle of this curve, you keep moving your mouse. When you think you have a straight line, don't do anything. Just keep moving it until you can't find a straight line anymore. Then you stop and click. And I want to get that little bow. I'm just going to move my mouse here. Then this part is important. I can't just move my mouse and drop it anywhere. The way to cut off, I'm sure I explained in the video. The way to cut off is to hold your Alt and click that. Now I've cut that off. I can now try and get this cover the edge. I'm gonna stay inside and just do that. You know what? I'm gonna do this stepwise. First, let's try and get this bend. Yeah, just this little bend. Then let's give it in this way. Cut that off. Left Alt and click and get this little bend like so. Alt and click. Now here I'm gonna have to highball it because there's a lot of white into it and I can't really see where the handle is. So I'm just going to eyeball and assume the handle is somewhere here. And there we go. And then I'm going to finish this off by connecting the bow like here. I want to just edit this place a little bit. This first bow. So I'm going to hold Control and click at that first bow Don't worry. Hold on. I think I need to correct it here. There we go. I'm not sure what I'm doing to you. Just going to zoom out this one and see what I have. I think I'm going to manage what I have. Probably let's left click on this one and move it out just a little bit. Yeah, just like so. You're looking at what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Okay, good. So I'm going to finish this. Right click and make a selection while you still have your pen to select it, because if you go back to your move tool and you right click, you're not going to be able to do that. So while you have your pen to selected and you have all of these, drawing, right click and select make selection. Then this is going to come up, just enter, accept it. Then what we're going to do here is do something we call layer via copy. Layer, new layer, layer via copy. This one. The shortcut for that is Ctrl J. So I'm just going to come out of this and use Ctrl J. What happens is if I hide this layer, sorry, I think I made a mess of that layer via copy. Yeah, it's something my Photoshop has been doing recently. Normally, I'm supposed to just select the cup, but for some reason, my Photoshop has been selecting the inverse of everything I do. So basically, right now, my Photoshop is selecting the rest of the page and leaving my cup. The way to inverse that is you go to selection and do inverse or Ctrl+Shift+I. So if I do that, notice how the selection is just around my cup now and there's nothing at the edge. So if I do layer via copy, Ctrl J, and I hide that background, I have just the cup. Now, let's go through this one more time while I hide the cup. I'm going to zoom in. You should zoom in as much as possible, as much as you need. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use a different technique to copy this cup. Technique you probably find easier, but it's not the best, but for now easier. So let's go through this again. Okay. We're going to try to get this with a series of straight lines. Okay. I think I called that technique in the video. I don't know. So again, select anywhere you like to start from. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, please.
So we click that. We try and make a small straight line. We click, and then we just keep clicking wherever we find it, little straight line. This should not be long, as it's gonna mess up. Okay.
Okay.
And if you click somewhere you don't like, you want to remove that, just Ctrl Z, and Ctrl Z as many times as you need. So we're just going to try and visualize a series of straight lines right here. It's not the best technique, but we can use that for now while you learn to draw parabolas. So are you getting this? So just go ahead and keep using and keep doing that.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay, good. Now, because I have my own perfect one, I'm just going to jump a bit because I'm not using this one. But you should stay as close as possible so you can still get a good curve. Just gonna undo that, Ctrl Z. I think I kind of went AY there. Okay, I'm not used to this technique, so I'm missing it.
No, but the first one you did, how did you go about it?
The first one I did, right, the curve and everything. Yeah, that's a technique, which is what I tried to explain very well in that video. And it takes mastering, actually. No matter how much I explain in that video, you need to just try it and you need to make mistakes. You need to figure it out for yourself. But I just mentioned a few things so that it can get you jump started, sort of. I'm gonna go play a bit of the video for you so you understand what I'm talking about.
Pen tool. I'm there.
You're where?
I'll check.
Okay, you're gonna go check it.
I'll check it now.
Okay. This is it. Pencil. Okay. Okay. You're right there.
With a laptop, like I'm
Move this back a bit.
the pen tool is where I'm going next.
Mm. Yeah, ladybird.
So you have that rubber band check for your pen to use your pen tool properly. Now, okay, so to use the pen tool, first you click a point. See, beginners often try to create an app click that's not the way to use pen tool. That's nothing. That's just two notes. And no words. So the second note this way. And then without lifting up your left click, that's why the pen tool is best used mouse button. Your synaptic touchpad on your laptop will still be good enough if you know how to coordinate your fingers. For me, I like to use my index finger on my left click, and I like to use my middle finger to just move things. I like my middle finger is going to be on my touchpad, and that's my middle finger moving the mouse. While your left click, your mouse, trackpad must be must be down. So you must hold that one down while you're moving it. Now, if you were using a mouse, all you have to do is left click and just drag your entire mouse, which means your elbow to your mouse. But with a laptop like I'm recording with right now, I don't need to move my elbow to move my mouse. I need to move this my middle finger, and that's what's doing that. So that's one of the first tricks to using the pen tool on the laptop or the desktop, or if you have an external mouse attached, whatever. So that's it. So say I wanted to make this inverted S. Now already I'm getting the feel of the inverted S thanks to that rubber band. So I'm gonna come somewhere here and then just move again. So that's that. So now let's undo all of this and then go to the next step. We've talked about how you have to click I click.
Okay, so I'm getting out of that.
Okay.
That's the same. So that's that first technique. How to move your. Sometimes you just have to get it right. How to coordinate your finger, whether you're on the trackpad or you're using an external mouse. And it's going to take a while to get used to it. It's fine. So Alpha, did you do the short ones? Did you complete it?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm completed. I'm
Okay,
done.
good. Right click in the middle of your work and make a selection.
What's okay? Okay.
So do you have a selection?
Yeah, it has some parameters, feather radius, something.
Okay. So yeah, just say enter. Just forget about it and say enter.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you need to go to layer, new, and layer via copy. And just do that. Select that or do Ctrl J. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so do you have what I have? Like now hide the layer at the bottom. Hide this layer. Do you have this? Do you have the cup, just the cup? Do you have just the cup or do you have a hole?
I have a cup, sorry.
Awesome. Okay, good. So the next thing we want to do is trim this cup. Basically, what we mean by that is get rid of all of this other space that we don't need. So just come to image. What's that?
My hand touched something, please.
Okay, so come to image, select trim.
Okay.
You're gonna get all this, leave everything. Make sure you have this top, left, blah, 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 check. I don't think this is gonna give me what I want, but that's fine. Oh, it gave me, fine. Sometimes when you move it to the edge, I mean, you move it to one side too much, it doesn't work. It cuts, it trims, but doesn't trim perfectly. So, but this is working fine, so that's good. So we can get out of our smart object and come back here. And even though the background seems like white, it's not really white.
Right, yeah.
Awesome. So the next thing we want to do is, there are a few ways we can do this, and I'm going to do a few ways, show you 3 ways to do the same thing right now. What I want to do now. The first way to do this, we want to make this background red, and we want to put like a gradient in the middle, thereabout, a very soft gradient. So the first way you can do that is to come here to your plus on the layer. Do you see where my mouse is? So let's create a new layer. Next time, I'm just going to say create a new layer. I'm not going to say come here to your plus. Okay?
Okay.
So you have the option of come here to say create new layer, or go there to the plus, or say Ctrl N. You choose. So I'm just going to call this background. As you can see, I've moved that layer under the coffee because it's going to be a background to the coffee, and I'm hiding the coffee just for now. So here's one step. One step is to fill this layer with your foreground or background color, whatever you want, really, doesn't matter. Okay.
Yes.
So you can fill it with, I filled it with my background color with Control backspace, but you could do it with your foreground color, Alt backspace. It doesn't really matter what color is in it right now. Okay, because we're going to change all that. Are you there?
I'm here.
But you have to put a color, because when you create a layer, all you have is an emptiness. And I can show you that. Let me just undo what I did. If I hide this background, which is white, notice that that layer is selected, but it's nothing, right? So let's fill that layer up. So I'm filling it with my background color, Control backspace. Now what we want to do is we want to add layer styles. Now again, get this part very well. Whenever I say add layer styles, I'm simply saying come here. So I'm not going to always say come here to FX, and I'm just going to say add layer style. So you know to come to FX. So the layer style I want to add is gradient overlay. Are you still with me? Hello? Hello? Wow. Hello?